Yeah.
Can I just ask a question?
Attack the cat.
All right, let's have some fun.
Please.
Let's have some fun.
Why don't more people eat geese and stuff? I always think that. Like every time I order like duck at a restaurant and I also like go see ducks in like a pond. Like I took Shiloh to go see ducks.
Yeah.
And like I'm looking at all these ducks and I'm just like, I could just take one of these fucking ducks.
Yeah, there's just free food in the lake.
There's free food everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like actually baffled it doesn't happen more.
Yeah. That's true.
No.
What's the species of duck that's peking?
Peking is
The Chinese.
a way of
No, I know, but I mean, what species do they use to make that?
that
duck?
one, the ones in the
Do you know
pond.
that though? Do you really know
How
different
many
species
ducks
of
are there?
duck?
How many ducks are there?
There's
a
mad
mallard.
different ducks, bro.
There's a
mallard.
mallard.
Dude, I was right. It's a mandarin duck.
I mean, that's convenient.
Yeah,
That's what I said, being racist. And turns out I fucking nailed it.
Okay, but in all seriousness, I feel like you guys.
They're really pretty.
I don't know. I'm not getting any reaction out of you guys.
Hold on, say it different. Say it different.
Like and the reaction can be
Right, why don't
negative
we
or
just-
positive,
why
but
don't
I
we
feel
just
like
do
there's
that?
no reaction. What I'm asking is, we buy food at the supermarket or restaurants. We buy duck, right?
Yeah.
We buy it,
Yeah.
right? And there's ducks at the pond, right? But we don't just take those. Let me ask you like this.
When he
just
said
ask
I'm
you
not
like this?
getting any reaction out of you guys, I thought he meant like we weren't bringing it on the political angle, like he was criticizing. And I was like, what's happening? And then
duck
he's
thing.
like, Mike, insane theory.
Yeah.
You're not responding.
Yeah, I
Is
know.
that insane? I guess I didn't.
Ducks aren't
I thought it
FDA,
wasn't
bro.
insane enough.
No, it makes sense to be honest with you, but I also don't know if you can just be in the park killing.
Let me phrase it like this. Let me
Okay.
phrase it like this, right? You live in like nature, right?
Yeah.
And there's an apple tree right there.
Yeah.
Right? There's also apples at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Now, knowing me, I would go to the apple tree and I would pluck an apple out of the apple tree and then I would make my apple with honey or whatever.
None
I
of
wanna
that is
do.
true.
Yeah,
You
I
wouldn't do
know
any
none
of
of
that. You wouldn't do any of that. You would have Uber Eats get you the apple.
If I'm being honest with you,
you'd be like, hey, Tiny, give me an apple.
It's too much
I'll
work.
be totally honest with you. We got 2 apple trees on the property in the Hamptons. I haven't eaten one of them apples the whole summer. But
You should. They're delicious.
but I have eaten the tomatoes from the garden.
But you used apples. You ain't eat the fucking apples.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably a
And you
bad
didn't
choice.
pick any of them.
That was a bad choice.
Someone got it for you.
That was it. No, we picked them. We picked them. My wife picked them.
Oh, yeah, the
I make
migrant
my
worker get
wife
'em
go
for you?
pick them.
So you
Yo,
didn't
go
pick
pick me some tomatoes. That's fine.
So that's the same as sending her to the supermarket, pretty much.
Okay. My point is,
I think it's because they're in parks and you can't just be in parks killing these animals. They're probably protected species. If we're
okay,
being
so
honest.
that's what they're a protected
Yeah, like
species.
Central Park is
More
an
of like
actual
an invasive.
forest.
I feel like it's an invasive species.
Well, the shit is invasive.
No, they're protected.
Yeah,
Just look it up.
the Migratory Bird Treaty Act.
G's up, dude.
Basically,
Okay.
federal law that protects birds and their habitats. And,
So we all found this out right now.
This is
None
my-
of us.
this is
What I'm
my
saying is,
Mandarin
I mean,
we
there's no
knew-
ducks walking around Chinatown. So,
Oh,
I mean,
there's
they
nothing
not-
walking around.
Exactly.
There's
Nothing.
nothing walking around Chinatown.
Nothing.
Yeah,
There's,
yeah.
there's
Let me
no
tell you
stray,
something.
There's no pigeons.
Let me tell you
There's
something.
no
Rats-
stray dogs.
Can I
Rat
just-
free?
Can I just say this?
He's about to
Can
start
I
talking
just
about
say
invasive
this?
species.
The Chinese are hearing all this stuff about the Haitians, and they are. They say, "Do not say a word. Let them get this smoke. Let them focus on them voodoo motherfuckers. Because if they even look over here, it's a
It's
problem.
a problem.
It is a problem."
Yeah, I don't think that Peking duck is a species of duck. I think that shit is a cat, to be honest with you.
Yo, it could be a cat. It could be a cat.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things it could be. My point is that I do find it peculiar that we are judging these people, right?
Yeah.
For just taking the food in the pond. Like, why is some food allowed to just be in the pond and then other food not?
That's a good point. There's a whole subculture of people eating roadkill. You ever heard of this?
Yeah.
Like
Mark, that's fucking disgusting.
wait, what?
That's a dead animal. It's a carcass on the side of the road run over by a Jeep Wrangler.
No, it's basically like there's people you call him. You're like, hey, I just saw a deer. It just got hit 2 minutes ago. He'll pull up in 3 minutes, pick up the deer while it's still breathing, cut the neck,
Process
take it
it.
home.
Okay,
Oh,
that's,
like that?
that's a
Who
different
was he on the
situation.
phone with? RFK.
Exactly.
Like, I'll be right there.
I'm just saying, this guy right here, right? He has a satchel. You know, he
He's
looks
going
like
to work. He's
I
going
know,
to
the
work.
Geek
Our
Squad.
neighbor from Miami.
Yes.
What were those big birds that were walking around?
Let me tell you something.
How do we know he's not trying to save the bird?
Can I tell you something, Al? I'll tell you for a fact. how I
Bird was
know.
injured.
Can I tell you how I know? Because
know.
when we lived in Miami, and we lived in a neighborhood where people were eating all the animals in the fucking
birds.
neighborhood. There's no question.
We went to a cookout and they served us geese.
It's not even a. There's not even a question in my mind because you would hear the birds going. And it would happen regularly. People were eating, but I didn't judge them.
That's how you knew it was time to wake up.
you.
It's food.
That was our rooster.
Is
you
it
would
food?
hear the
It's
duck
absolutely
die.
food, but they're not protected in Miami. Probably like they're protected.
But here, can I just say one thing?
Definitely.
We never knew about the protection.
Yeah.
We never knew about protection.
Okay.
I don't know about animal protection. I just knew you don't eat the ducks.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody told me there was an Animal Protection Act or a Duck Flying Act or whatever the hell these things are. I didn't know. I just knew if you let me see animals, I'm probably not supposed to eat them. I knew that.
Yeah.
Right? That's just something
Yeah.
I innately knew. I think it is possible that there are certain species of human being that do not have that primal instinct.
Yeah.
They have a primal instinct where if you see food, finders
food.
keepers.
Yeah.
That I think is the real primal instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have the primal instinct.
Yeah, I have this like
Human instinct.
human. It's been like my primal instincts have been neutered.
Yeah.
I've been cucked by the
Yes.
government.
Truly.
Yes.
Truly.
They dangle food out in
Yeah.
front of us. They go, oh, look at inflation. Inflation is 100%, but you can't
There's
have
a
that
perfectly
duck.
good dog right there in the
Perfectly
street.
good dog. There's
Yeah.
a whole park of dogs. I could go to a dog park with a fork if I wanted to.
But no, the government keeps you dumb. They
But
put
the
fluoride in your
government-
water, and now you
not
don't
the
even know you
dogs,
can eat the
no.
dog.
I don't even know I can eat it. So this is something that we need to discuss. And I think there should be a little less judgment.